Hi! On this episode of Let Me Try That, we are doing slow cooker honey glazed, does that say? Oh, honey garlic thighs. I can't read backwards. This is the recipe, but I will copy and paste the recipe and put it in the description so that you can just copy and paste it yourself if it turns out being something you'd be interested in trying. It calls for 4 chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I write recipes I'm very skimp when I write recipes because I hate taking the time to write all the details. So I just remember it called for boneless, skinless chicken thighs. But I am using bone-in chicken drumsticks. So if the recipe doesn't turn out, maybe it'll be my fault, but I highly doubt that that'll be the case because bone-in is always juicier. Okay, I have my chicken over there thawing. Can you see it? Boop. It's thawing. It was in the freezer. I know that some people put frozen chicken right into the Crockpot, but I don't for some reason like to do that. Anyway, we're gonna make the sauce for it. So we need 1/2 cup soy, ketchup. So far, the slow cooker recipes I've made, the meat turns out dry, and I've taken to searing the meat before I add it to the slow cooker because when you sear it, it'll cook the outside and keep all the juices in. So if I'm making a pot roast or something like that, I like to do that, but I'm not going to for this. I'm just going to try it as is and let you know if that meat comes out dry, because I don't want you to have to sear the meat if there's no reason to. Can you dig it? And that's also another reason why I'm using bone-in, because the bone-in helps to keep it more moist. Oh, goodness, that lady. So, 1/2 cup soy. Her laugh kills me. Oh, and then I'm mixing it inside the crock pot, because if you don't know me by now, and you will as soon as I start doing more of these cooking videos, that's just water. I do not like to make dishes that I don't like to make a mess if I can avoid doing dishes. Does that make sense? I do not like to create dishes. So I have about 1/2 cup of ketchup, and I'm going to pour that right in there. And your fingers are your best tool. Those of you that don't have fingers, I'm sorry. That's a really horrible thing. I'm so politically correct nowadays. I don't like to offend people. So I know that people don't have hands, and that's very sad. So thank the good Lord if you have fingers, because those are your best tool. And then it also wants 1/2 cup of soy sauce. I used less sodium because I have not been able to taste a difference really, unless you pour it directly on your rice. But I've made chicken adobo with this, and my husband loves it, and my husband's eaten chicken adobo for years, and he said that mine's some of the best he's ever eaten. I'll make that for you guys one time too. Anyhow, I use the less sodium, and I'm gonna pour about I need more. Oh my gosh, do I have enough soy sauce? I need more soy sauce. Woo! Just enough. That's a good day, right? That happens with my vinegar and when I made the dressing. That'll do. Look at that. Okay, now it wants 1/3 cup of honey. 1/3 cup of honey. It asks for a teaspoon dried basil, and then it wants 3 cloves of minced garlic, but I have taken to using this because I can never taste a difference, especially if it's in a chili or a stew or anywhere, and it's extremely convenient. I still have garlic for times I feel like I need garlic when I rub it on a ciabatta bread or whatever, but just for the convenience factor, it might be a little more costly. I've seen a homemade version of this you can make, but I haven't tried that yet. And I'm just going to squirt what I think would be 3 cloves minced garlic. So I think a clove of garlic, if you don't know what a clove of garlic is, it's these. This is the whole bulb, and these are cloves. Little clove. Some cloves are bigger than others, so it really depends on the taste. But because this is slow cooker honey garlic thighs, can't really have too much garlic, right? So I'm gonna do this for a clove. I'm gonna put not quite a teaspoon, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon. And because I don't like doing dishes, I'm gonna mix it with the very spoon I used because... So I've set all the chicken in this crock pot, and because it told me to pour the sauce on top, but I opted to just mix the sauce in here to avoid dishes, I'm gonna turn these over in the sauce a bit, kind of get them all slathered up here. I really hope this is tasty because it was so easy to make. So the recipe says 6 hours on low. Oh. Low. I think that's it. I don't hit start or anything. My husband got this for me not too long ago. I've used it all of, I've used it all of like 2 times. When that says 5 minutes and 59 seconds, then I'll know that it started itself. I mean, 5 hours and 59 minutes. I got a pressure cooker too. Little did I know I could use my pressure cooker as a slow cooker, but whatever. The more the merrier. Now I can just have all kinds of meals going at the same time. Please say 5 hours and 59 minutes soon, please. Because I didn't hit start. I need that closure. Yay! Okay, so it's on. I will see you guys in 6 hours. Well, I mean, for you, instantly. So about this chicken, I'm gonna try it right now. As it cooked throughout the day, I wasn't very impressed with the smell. It also smelled like it was done, like really done. And the idea of cooking something slow and long and low temperature is supposed to render a juicy, flavorful, delicious piece of meat, but I feel like I was just cooking out the juices. Like I felt like it was drying out. I turned them. It didn't tell me to turn them, but I turned them a few times throughout the cooking process just because I kept walking up to it and I was like, that smells really done. And I didn't want to dry out the chicken. So I put a food thermometer in there, and it was at 4 hours in, and I don't know if it's just because food processors used to cook at a lot lower temperature, or if food processors nowadays just cook at a higher temperature even though you put it on low. Sometimes I wish I would have purchased a crock pot that I could control the temperature at which I cooked instead of just low, high, because I feel like it was just cooking too high, because at 4 hours in, I couldn't even finish the whole 6. I was like, no, I'm just going to take them out now because it smells like they're really, really done. So I might have just dried it out. And this is why I'm just not impressed with slow cookers. I think maybe because I just need to take the cooking time by half or something. I don't know, but I'm going to try it right now. I'm just going to take a drumstick. I cut it off. I turned off the crock pot like half an hour ago. The meat is just falling off the bone. But let me show you with my food thermometer. I love this thing. Mind you, this has been off in the crock pot. Don't let it touch the bone when you're testing the temperature. This has been off in the crock pot for half an hour or so. I cook chicken to 160, 165, and this is still climbing, and it's already been cooling for a half hour. So this chicken is totally super done. So because it's totally super done, let's try it. And it's funny I'm doing this because I just tweeted about how I hate how cooks taste their own food on TV and you can hear them chew, but they talk, and they talk with their mouth full, and I just hate that. So here I am eating it, and I'm kind of indifferent. It's not disgusting, it's not horrible. I'd eat it if it was in front of me, but I don't think I will make it again. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so good, I have to have this again. And there are a few recipes that make me want that. So if I have recipes that I think about and I'm like, ooh, I want that, why wouldn't I just keep searching for those kinds of recipes instead of one that's just alright? But I mean, for a quick fix dinner, and if you had some fixings on the side, I was gonna make fixings, but I ended up making pudding for you guys in another video. But I'm just, I'm gonna put this one on the, it's not going in my special box. It's good chicken. I wish I could describe to you the taste, but I'm really bad at that. So wow, these videos are gonna be useless if I'm bad at describing taste, right? But just my impression of it is not wowed. I am not wowed by this, but it is alright chicken. I also only cooked it for 4 hours instead of 6, so there's that. Here's some okay chicken. The reviews online were raving about how delicious this was, but maybe they were raving about how easy it was and good it was to eat. Like, it's good to eat. I need to get a scale going. On a scale of 1 to 10, my chicken pot pie is a 10. This is a 6 or 7. That's how I feel. I'm gonna use a scale. This chicken is a 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Good, but not like, holy crap, I'm gonna make that again. Like, I've got way too many recipes to try to waste my time making that again. Even though on a regular day, if that's all I had, I would totally make it. Am I talking in a circle? Because I always do that. Okay? Chicken!